She's so fine. Hell blows my mind. Hell lights my day.
What's good, guys? As you can see from the screen, we are back on Irene's Facebook Live video for the 2011th time. And that's fine. I don't have a problem looking at something over and over like that. But when someone says they're going to shine the light on something, I want them to shine the light on the truth. And that when they're not doing that, and when I feel like they're being deceitful intentionally, that's when I have to speak up. I can't sit by and just stomach that. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it. So let's talk about this Facebook Live that Irene did. I have sped it up on my channel. I have slowed it down on my channel. One thing that I want to point out. There is nowhere on that video that anyone says the words, somebody's fighting. It is not on there. You cannot show me that it's on there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how it is not on there. Alright, I'm going to start it at this point, and you're going to hear Monifa say something. Alright. Alright, let's hear it again. What Monifa says is somebody text me. She does not say somebody's fighting. Alright. I don't even see how anybody can wrap their brain around that. It's so blatantly obvious, and that's played at normal speed for me, and I can hear it plain as day. There's also something else that I do want to bring up. Well, a couple of other things. First of all, in regards to Eugenia Walker, who died in the vehicle crash, separate and away from the party. We have no proof either way, that she is related to Tanasia Walker or not related to Tanasia Walker. So let's get that together. But if you are claiming that she is related to them, please show me a receipt. Please show me a receipt. I just have to deal with receipts now. I need some proof. When somebody says something, I don't see how people go through life not asking for proof. I don't take anybody at their word on a whole lot of anything. But yeah, let me see the receipt on that where you know that they're related. Okay. Second of all, and lastly, I want to discuss Irene and the fact that she was on Molly that night. She admitted she was on Molly. She told Zach in the interview she was on Molly. That's not something I'm familiar with, so I had to resort to do a little research about Molly. So I want to show you what I found in regards to that, so that we can kind of get an idea of what kind of mind frame she was in as she was taking this live. Alright, MDMA, which is ecstasy and or Molly. It's a synthetic drug that alters mood and perception, awareness of surrounding objects and conditions. Chemically similar to both stimulants and hallucinogens, producing feelings of increased energy, pleasure, emotional warmth, and distorted sensory and time perception. Alright? So that's what MDMA is. Although the base chemical for both ecstasy and Molly is allegedly the same, the drugs have differences. Molly, which is short for molecular, was a rebranding of ecstasy introduced in the 2000s after ecstasy developed a poor reputation of impurity. When people refer to either ecstasy or Molly, they are referring to essentially the same chemical, MDMA. MDMA by itself is a white or off-white powder or crystal. Can be sold in pressed tablets, which is ecstasy, or as a pure powder, usually in capsules, which is Molly. Alright. How will MDMA make me feel? People who use MDMA describe themselves as feeling euphoric, open, accepting, unafraid, and connected to those around them. Typically used in social settings like festivals, concerts, and clubs, MDMA's effects are stimulated by visuals, sounds, smells, and touch, leading to heightened sensations and a desire to intensify these feelings by dancing, talking, and touching. Typical dose of 80 to 125 milligrams lasts 3 to 6 hours. But after 45 minutes, report feeling of relaxation and clarity. MDMA also causes dilation of the pupils and often sensitivity to light, as well as possible jaw clenching, tooth grinding, muscle tension, faintness, and chills or sweating. Alright, so while I do know that everybody experiences different drugs differently, because everyone is unique in their own way, that is the general consensus for ecstasy and Molly. Alright, so to say that Irene was scared in that video, afraid, wasn't about that life. No, Irene was about that life. She was about that life. They all are about that life. These kids grew up rough, okay? They're not some little kids from the suburbs sneaking away from mommy and daddy to hang out. Like that. This is not what this is about. So I just wanted to bring that bit of clarity so that we can really understand what's going on, because I don't like to see things that are put out that are intentionally and maliciously thrown out there like that. Let's stick with facts. I can deal with facts all day. Let's deal with the truth. I can deal with that all day. But when I hear something that doesn't sit right in my spirit, I have to speak up. And, unfortunately, I have to let the chips fall where they do, but I don't have a problem with anyone else. It's just my opinion is so much different than other people's, and I don't deal with things like that over here. So, if you're a subscriber of mine, I want you to be armed with the truth and what's really going on, and not some made-up storyline. I'm not about that life over here. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video. You guys have a great night.